Speed bump. You survived. How low do you let a gas gauge go before you fill up? In this episode of my life, we're not going to find out. Welcome to my day. It is about 4 p.m. Honestly, maybe 4:30. I haven't done much, and I'm not going to pretend that I'm about to turn the day around. I'm heading to work out now at Zach's house. Maybe put a little pep in my step. Gonna dance with me? Should I put that on the tube?
Yeah. Can you actually rub right here for a second?
Oh, yeah. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. That looks good. It didn't even pretend to move. I have been meaning to vlog for many days, and I keep getting just a few clips each day or just not really feeling it because honestly, I have not been doing anything except like sitting on my laptop or like sitting on my phone or literally just laying. And I guess that's the reality for a lot of people right now, but also it's just not interesting to see. And I mean, life will pick back up soon, so I'm trying to enjoy the slowness, but also right now I'm just so unmotivated to do anything, but also that's partly because there's like nothing to do. I don't know if this is like a relatable concept or relatable talking point, but it definitely has just been my little feels for the past couple of days and probably the next few days as well. I caved and got gas, but to spice things up a little bit, I also scrambled up loose change in my car and bought a $1 scratcher ticket, which I am planning on making it rich from. Here this is. Our winning numbers are 13 and 9. And the numbers we have are 3, 4, 10, 8, 12. We're still poor. Today's the last day that I'll be living at home in maybe ever. But to be fair, I did think that last year, then obviously got sent home for, you know, the reasons. But I'm packing up all of the clothes that I think I might ever need. I've just been like walking around the house, finding my belongings and trying to pack them up. Because tomorrow at 5 a.m. I'll be leaving. Honestly though, this winter break zoomed by. I felt like it was gonna take so long, and now I'm done. I know this vlog hasn't had a lot of action in it, but that's just because life hasn't had a lot of action in it, you know? So I hope you'll forgive me for that. I still wanted to show the clips that I got because if this channel is going to be a little scrapbook of my life, then it has to include some of the mundane too. I have all of these clothes in here and put their hangers in there too, but I still have a lot more work to do. But instead of continuing to pack, I decided I wanted to bake because I've been meaning to do this recipe the whole time I've been here and hadn't yet, but it's no-bake banana oat bar with chocolate. And I will be talking in the video clips, but I muted myself because my washer is going and I did not know how loud it was. So first I had to find a way to hold open the book with a kombucha of the day. Got an 8x8 pan and greased it. But then with the mixing bowl, the first thing we do is, it said 3/4 cup banana mashed well, and I truly did not know how much banana that would be. So I started with 2 and then realized that a third was probably needed. Looking back, what I should have done was put the banana in a Ziploc and mash them that way. You can see that I'm realizing my technique really just was not good. So if you decide to make this, please put it in a bag to mash them. Then we needed a 1/2 cup of warm water, which I got from the sink and poured in there. And next it called for maple syrup. So I looked in the fridge, I looked in the pantry, because what kind of house does not have maple syrup? Mine, apparently. but it seemed like honey would be a good substitute, so instead I put in half a cup of honey. The recipe called for coconut oil next, 1/3 of a cup, so here's me looking in the pantry again. Is it down there? No. Is it up there? No. Was it right in front of my face the entire time? Yes. I really should have gotten out all of my ingredients beforehand, but you win some, you lose some. Coconut oil, fun fact, is solid when room temperature, but turns liquid if you heat it up just a little bit. So that's what I did. I microwaved it, put it in, and then we whisk all of the wet ingredients together. After they're all stirred up, it called for 4 cups of oats. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you get your little 8x8 greased pan that we started with, and I kind of blocked the camera here, but I'm sure you know how to scoop a little concoction into a pan, and so that's what we do here. Look at the finished product. Yum, yum, yum. Well, not finished, because now we have to make a drizzle. So I got out the small bowl, and the first thing that the drizzle calls for is more coconut oil, and then it calls for maple syrup again, so I substituted with honey. This recipe called for raw cacao powder, and obviously I had to open it, I had just gotten it. The fork didn't work. I didn't realize how terrifying this would look with the knife, but that also did not work, so please do not repeat the actions at home. After a lot of poking and prodding, I finally got it open. I'm sure there was an easier way to do it that I just don't know about, but it was pretty hard to open. And then when you have all of that in there, you whisk it all together. This is making a little chocolate drizzle that is supposed to go on the top of what we already made. I went a little off script because I saw we had strawberries in the fridge, so I poured the drizzle onto the oats and banana mixture, and there was not enough. If I remade this recipe, I think I would triple the drizzle, because as you can see, it does not even get close to covering the pan. But then I pushed some strawberries in, which I think will help just with the sweetness, and the chocolate and strawberries should be good together. And that was our final product. It's going to go in the fridge to set a little bit. They're no bake, so pretty easy. I would change some things if I redid it, but I'm kind of excited to see how it tastes. We've reached a time where I am not necessarily stressed, but it is hitting how much I have to do before leaving tomorrow. After baking, I don't know if I really call it bake with me because it was a no-bake thing, but you know what I mean. After baking, my mom and I did a workout, and then I showered, which is why I'm dressed now, but my face is not made up. In a few minutes, my family is going to have dinner with Zach's family. And so I'd like to have as many things as I can ready to go before we go, just to lower some stress. We're leaving at about 5, so I prefer to not have to do things before then. I'll be filming a drive with me tomorrow whenever we do leave, which I think could be fun, could be exciting. But right now, look how full this is. This is heavy. This is why I always have such bad gas mileage whenever I'm driving to and from school. Okay, these are not gonna fit. Outfit for dinner. And I'm gonna wear these shoes.